Hi, welcome back to our video fly tying series. I'm Steve Worley, owner of the WORLEY-BUGGer Fly Company, and today I'm going to show you the second part of our three-part series on the three-stage snowshoe mayfly. So in this video I'm going to show you how to tie the cripple version, and we know from fly fishing and our experiences that we tie and fish mayflies in about 4 different varieties. Of course, there's nymphs, there's emergers, there's cripples, and then there's adults throughout their life cycle. So depending on the experience and the intensity of the hatch that you encounter on your favorite river will determine which stage of the mayfly you happen to be fishing at that given time. So always be prepared with emergers, cripples, and adults. And today I'm going to show you how to tie the cripple version of the three-stage snowshoe mayfly. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's get started here. As you can see, I've already mounted the thread behind the eye and ran it back through the shank to build a foundation there for our fly. The first material that we're going to add are our tails, and we're going to use a Coq de Leon feather. So we will cut several fibers from there. You can hold it up to the shank to get your measurement, how long you want the tails to be. Get those in place, and then you can mount those to the hook shank. Run your thread back to the bend once those are secured. Next we'll add our body material, which is a stripped turkey biot, and we'll take the small tip end and we'll lay it in. The shank. These are kind of delicate, so kind of brittle. So if it breaks on you, you can use another one, or if it's long enough, you can use the same one. And then we're gonna counter wrap these, just like we did in the previous video. And you'll see how the segmented body starts to form. We'll move about 3/4 of the way up the shank and tie that off. Okay, once you have that secured, you want to cut a piece of 1 millimeter foam. And again, we're sticking with the March Brown theme here, so but whatever color mayfly you are tying. And we'll hold that up and pull it back. Don't crowd the eye. Tie that in. And then cut that off. Secure that down real well. And next, grab your snowshoe rabbit hoof here, and you want to get down. When you cut it, get right in next to the bone there. Cut out a sample for your wing. This has a lot of underfur in it, which is ideal for the animal to keep moisture away from them during the cold months, the winter. So again, we'll hold this up. This is going to be mounted off the front of the fly. So again, we'll do a measurement there. Tie that in. And be careful not to chop your foam. And then run that thread up to the base of the eye. So that's made to emulate the wing of the mayfly as it's trying to be exposed during the whole emergence. So next material, we'll grab a piece of crystal flash. Usually I'll just take and double it up, cut it in half, set the other piece aside, and again double up the material and then just lay it on top, and we'll just make just a couple of thread wraps there, and then the weight of the bobbin will keep the material in place, and then you can cut the loop, and then we can, usually what I'll do is just pull one of the crystal flash real light just to see which side needs to go to, and we'll just pull those down over the side and get those in place where we want them. And then you can just wrap, pull tight, get those legs in place. To get them kind of splayed out. Our next item, we will use a hackle size to match the size of our hook, which is a size 12 dry fly, 2x long. So I'll expose the stem there, and then it just makes it a little bit easier, less bulk to tie into your fly when you expose that stem. And tie tie that in real good. And then we'll just take a little bit of Snowshoe dubbing, kind of fill in here in our thorax, give our hackle something to bind to. Doesn't need to be real thick, just a real like thin layer in here. Add a little bit of flotation. We'll just work that forward. So we'll take and make 3 or 4 turns with our hackle here and get her tied off, and then get right in there and cut that remaining hackle piece out. It's a little easier to pull that up out of the way. You can half hitch or whip finish, whichever you like. And then our legs are long here. We can take and start trimming them back a little bit at a time, just so you don't cut them too short. You can just kind of fine-tune the process here. Till you get them proportionate. And then we can, if our foam's a little long, you think. So there we go. That is the second stage of the 3-stage Snowshoe Mayfly. So stay tuned. In the next video we'll show you how to tie the adult version, and you'll see how it all comes together.